We remain at anchor here in the San Blas Islands of the West Hollandaise, and these are beautiful islands. The indigenous Indian people, the Kunayalas, they paddle past in their kayaks, dugout canoes. They come out in some very home-built boats with the outboard engines, selling their mullahs, selling their lobsters, the fish that they have. And when we go onto the island, which is occasionally, which we do not want to intrude, they are very welcoming. They always have a smile. And so we truly are in this place of paradise. And the reef is teeming with fish life. The sun shines most days, beautiful blue, even though today is a nice cloudy day. And we had some rain as a little bit of a contrast from the warm northeast trade winds that are sweeping through at this time of the year. But as we sit here in paradise, I have to ask the hard social questions. I'm involved in global affairs. I've been a student activist when I grew up in South Africa. I jump on social media and I look at some of the postings of my contemporaries back in who were in the 1980s, who were part of our student uprising, and we ask the questions: are the Kuniyala Indians better off not knowing about the world out there? Are we more stressed out having been part of global struggles? And so I've got these mixed feelings. Do we go through the world and say, I can't make a difference? Or do we look and say, this is an amazing world and we each have a role to play? And part of that role is being an activist, is being engaged, involved in pushing for a better tomorrow. Now, while the Kuniyala may not know what's happening in the world, what decisions, what President Prime Minister is taking, they are being affected by decisions. Climate change is happening. There is more wave action hitting the windward side of the islands. We are seeing the Sargasso weed coming across the entire Caribbean and now coming in to this very bay. And so as climate change starts to affect their island, as the wave action starts to erode their beach, starts to pound the surf lines of their reefs, and we've had tropical storms in recent time, a hurricane once or twice actually passed an area that doesn't have hurricanes. They don't know necessarily why this is happening, or is mankind behind it. They go on with their life, they fish each and every day, but someday they may lose this. So the question is, are we better off knowing what the challenges are and being vocal about a solution, or are we happier being ignorant or uninformed of these components? I don't think I want to be uninformed. I cannot speak for you, I cannot speak for the Kunihale people, but I truly feel the knowledge, the insights, and saying, here are the challenges, here are the threats, and what can I do to deviate or change or alter the course so that another generation can have an opportunity. I am the product of a generation that came out of people like my mother or Dick Dudley or G.L. Abrams, who fought at Livingston for a better tomorrow, who went to prison, who sacrificed because they believed in equality, they believed in opportunities, and they passed on that baton to another generation of student activists who continued to fight, who endured immense hardship and suffering, of police brutality, of being in prison. These are some of the peers who were part of my generation. And so I continue. I cannot stand aside and let injustice prevail by being silent. We cannot afford to allow others to take away our rights or to say what we must think or when to be silent. It is up to us to always be informed, to be aware, and to be vocal. Because if we are not, there will be no paradise called Earth. This is paradise. This is what we will fight for all the time.